wrong, and please stop me. Somebody stop me, stop me, stop me. Please, somebody stop me, stop me, stop me. Oh, somebody stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. Stop me. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Pocket splitters. Don't think I'm ready. You got that swag. You got that salt, then sell it. Free mind, cash them out, we bailin'. Saw my teacher, I was the same student felon. Now I got a lawyer, straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element, out my element. My the same, don't need no clout, no fame. No clout, bought the game, all brand new chain. Ice, swerve the lane, call the group the gang. Whip that thing, whip it, this shit give me. Ooh, yeah, them boys fool you trying to do it, bring the. Don't want no, they pull up with that out. It's times three, this how it go. Park $1 million at the we gon' make them eat that until we go.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is...
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. 50 years after Joe Namath and the guarantee, we are underway in Super Bowl 53. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tom Brady taking the field, surrounded by the rest of the offense for the Patriots. And Tom Brady, now the fourth quarterback all-time with 70,000 or more passing yards. He reached that milestone in that loss to the Steelers Week 15.
Applause, applause, applause. And it doesn't matter how long Tom Brady plays. He plays at an extremely high level. But I do wonder about he and the team going down the stretch. The Miami Miracle stung them. Hard-fought loss at Pittsburgh the very next week. They'll be in the playoffs. They have to play an extra game, and they will always be dangerous. But is this the year that they don't have just enough in the tank to get it done?
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
20!
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Brady. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And caught by Hogan for a Patriot touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
There's a toughness about Jared Goff that maybe he doesn't get enough credit for. His freshman year at Cal, team went 1-11. His rookie year with the Rams, he was 0-7 as a starter. Undaunted in either case, and has come back each and every time.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Forced out to his left. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They are going for it. Goff. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where
under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Samson Abukum coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
23 yards on the play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, a 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Patriots add on to their lead. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Gostkowski for the point after. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here we go, folks. Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. Back to throw. Gone. That is caught at the 7. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it.
After review of the play, the line on the field is reversed.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Hey, we got a second here. Let's go back to Week 15 following the win over Green Bay for Chicago. Happiness rained down on the field. The Bears claiming the NFC North title, but one Bear took his celebration to an extreme. I know you saw this.
Yes, I certainly did. Charles Leno Jr., left tackle for the Chicago Bears.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Gronkowski, the intended target.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Well, Charles, help me break down the Rams here as we get to the home stretch of the season, because they still have one of the best records in the NFL, but after that wild Monday night win over KC on November 19th, haven't looked as sharp.
And sometimes when you have a streak that they carry around and they're playing at such a high level offensively, any dip looks like the worst dip in the world. But they have had their struggles. Quarterback Jared Goff, his quarterback rating at Chicago and then again against Philadelphia in Week 15 definitely took a hit. They have not been the team we have seen before, and teams have figured out a little bit of a formula to make it harder on them offensively. But I wouldn't put it past head coach Sean McVay to get it figured out and get that team back on track. Because once they hit the playoffs, I still think they'll be a team that no one really wants to play.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
To throw is gone. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it's caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And a reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete.
Charles, for the New England Patriots, one stat that you and I were looking at before the game is kind of interesting. When they lost in weeks 14 and 15, it's the first time they suffered back-to-back defeats in December since 2002. So I don't know that they're in trouble as they go toward the playoffs, but not playing their best football.
I think that's a great point because you have to go back to 2002 for that to happen. So their level of consistency off the charts. But you're exactly right. They are not playing their best football. And what they're always competing for is one of those opening week buys where they have to play that extra game in the playoffs. It looks like this year they may very well have to play that extra game. And if that's the case, that's not the recipe for getting to the Super Bowl for the New England Patriots.
Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find Big 87.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stop. With a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Brady. And a dump off to White. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Again, it's Brady. The throw left side complete to Hogan. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Teams winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. After the interception, here's gone. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated. Ready to go for the second half. So we've come upon halftime here in Super Bowl 53. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Breaks through the contact. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Hogan, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. He's been a load for them to handle defensively. I know that much.
Well, look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Able to avoid him at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, like we always do this time of year with the holidays here and me happy for once. I want to say happy holidays to you, to your family, and to everybody out there in Madden land.
I like how you said that. Before I do go on, though, happy holidays to you, your family, and everyone out there in Madden land as well. And hope that they're safe and they're happy and successful holidays for all. But as you said, happy for once. Usually you're kind of a Grinch this time of year. What's going on?
Yeah, well, my heart grew 3 sizes this winter.
I love it. I love it. Got to get you some new clothes to accommodate that big chest.
But enjoy the holidays, everyone. Eat, be merry, enjoy your family time.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
On second and 10, Goff dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding his safety. But no gain there.
No gain, but looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On now is the big leg of Greg Zuerlein. He has hit from as far as 61 away in his career. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, they'll be disappointed with that effort.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by John Johnson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Edelman was the intended target.
Well, some news that gave us a chuckle, and we could all use that around the holiday season. Josh Johnson, a great story. He was back home in Oakland when the Redskins called to see if he'd like to join him for the remainder of the season. So how did he get to know his new teammates? Well, what did he do? He turned to the Madden game, Charles.
Yeah, and that's how you learn who they are, right? Learn what they do, have some tendencies, get some ideas about their speed and what they do well and maybe what they don't do so well. And it really helped him acclimate and got himself a big victory in Week 15 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. How about the bloodline of Josh Johnson, though? Also related to Marshawn Lynch of the Oakland Raiders and Marcus Peters of the Los Angeles Rams.
Pretty good company. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Goff on first down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, 43 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned a tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the score.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Dante Fowler in there to get him for a loss of 5.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Offense.
Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Brady. And able to find Dorsett. Philip Dorsett by himself. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Patriots add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st and 10, Goff being chased out left. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Now a first down throw. Goff. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. In for the score. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Oh, looks like my man had some duct tape on the gloves there, Charles. What a catch.
I'm starting to wonder, Brandon, what is permitted on those gloves? These guys are doing such a fantastic job going up and hauling it down. I'm thinking there might be a little extra stuff in the stick-up that we used to see from Fred Biletnikoff and Lester Hayes.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Goff steps away to his left. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Cordell Patterson, the 40, past the 20.
Let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They give them a gain of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And his throw is incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Goff. Buying time to his left. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Adrian Claiborne in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up. So they have now gone for it on 4th 4 times, and they have converted no times.
I know we talk about analytics and how it's entered into the game, and there's a good percentage that says, go for it, you actually make a good percentage. In this case, the analytics just went right out the window. 0 for 4. They've got to start looking at things in a different way.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Time for this one final need. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better.
Want to see what happens next? Choose yes to continue playing this team's season.
Okay, I'm back to school, you. This is open campus. This is, I should slap it open-handed. Tough life, I told her model she need lower standards. Asked her if she had a twin, I feel like Joey Tanner. Big spender, Chris Jenner, I promote the family. Kardashian, see the Benzo, she like, oh, it's happening. Think she call me, cause she never knew her daddy. And my all black, Rhythm Nation, Janet, boy, don't make me Jackson. Bodily, was underground. Frontin' like a ride with the mob. Why shouldn't I charge me, myself, and I? Play the odds, and yes, man, it's just a bobblehead doll. Holler them all. Strutting like Pac out the court, hop out the Porsche. Shake that, got that, then use the a la carte. Boy, I had to make my point about this wave. Watch for the sharks bounce. I gave it up and talking Cuban links. Tell her ain't no weak link in my Cuban link. Only like my age. We was gangin' since the platinum FUBU days. I got dreams of being Hova, I should movie, yay. Listen, babe, so good you think I'm cool with yay. Okay, my diamonds dancing, I could Lisa Ray. Life is hard, but it's easy being truthful, baby. For real, overload. This is like I got like my pinky. Money, baby, we don't baby, it ain't ours. Bet it back, I bet I match it like the same style. Chopsticks for beef, I'm shutting PF chains down. I gave you prophecy, my first one, then you lamed out. Luckily, sold, but it wasn't for me. Still the flow raw, peep the way I bubble in these streets. Who can with me?
Nikki, baby.
Go.
Right. Couldn't hit if had I ain't. Lanes can't call and you lame. You had it and you lost all the shine. I can buy a Billy, don't talk to me. For a show 150, don't talk to me. You ain't never help your mans, don't talk to me. You just follow all the trends, don't talk to me. I set the bar, I'm the bar. Like in the sky, I'm a star. I don't fall in love cause I be loving. They ain't like my shirt, extra large. I don't care, I crush a ghost. Got 2 cribs in 2 states, I be doing the most. I got white folks money that I won't blow. And if you ask why, cause the white folks don't. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
Everything proper, no propaganda. Tropicana Gold Yard bandana. Big, a lot of like Santa. Threw a birthday party in a phantom. Big like a dinosaur did it. And you know, shining like acrylic. Yeah, I had cornrows. I can see you hang with the door closed. Now I'm looking for a glove with a sparkle on it. And my got chocolate on it. Big bank, take small. Bank account on some tall. Attitude on some. Bank roll on what it do, boo. He had the roulette vibe. if I ain't did it yet, I'll try.
Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
She said, what you gon' do if I leave? I said, I'ma do me. B.I.G. Everything zoomed in. Big on me looking like I'm moving in. Got my foot in the door and we still here. I'm a first generation millionaire. I broke the curse of my family not having. I'm passionate like this after more than just cashing. Feed me to the wolves, now I lead the packing. You boys all cap, I'm more Colin Kaepernick. I'm rare as affordable healthcare. Or going to wealth from welfare. I turn my W's to those. I might buy a red bottoms with the crypto. 3 coins, that'll pay your whole semester. But you gotta better than a Tesla.
Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank.
Back again, back to back, made back, stacked it. I miss Slim.
Next up, Devin Wade.
It's been a year now since Wade made a name for himself on the hit show Long Shot, but now he's been signed by the Dallas Cowboys.
About that. And a year ago, I would have said Wade's got a shot at a decent NFL career, but let's be honest, this last year has been really rough on him.
At least he's on a team, unlike his buddy Colt Cruz.
Yeah, but you got to give Colts some credit. I mean, he gave up a shot at the Super Regional Combine to help his buddy Devin Wade out when he needed it most.
That's true, but would we even be talking about him if he wasn't on that show? He barely made it out of rookie minicamp last year.
Yeah, but I think Cruz has some talent. We would have seen Cruz missile launch right out of the Super Regional. Yeah, sure, he got some exposure on the show, but that could ultimately cost him in the long run.
Nate, there's nothing wrong with being on reality show.
Of course you would say
How
that.
dare you? How dare you? Now, Peter, who has the best shot of these guys to make it to the league?
You know, I'm Mike Schmizniak. I'm a Schmiz guy.
No way.
Yes.
Not a chance,
It's looking at the best numbers of any of those contestants.
Don't sleep on the Schmiz.
Okay, you're talking about numbers. Football is much more than numbers. I mean, Schmitty is a beast on the field, but that attitude, though, hey, listen, that's a non-starter in my book.
All right, Burleson, so who's your pick?
You know who I stand by. Colt Cruz, baby.
I'll give you a name. Sergeant Carrot.
Yeah.
I'm a big Sergeant Carrot guy. When the show went back to Wade's old Army unit and Wade and Cruz got to go Iron Man against Dan Marino, it's Carrot.
She more than held her own against her fellow soldiers. NFL scouts out there, take note of this lady.
Hear, hear.
Thank
Yes.
Does she even have a first name?
Yeah, Sergeant.
Sarge for short.
Sarge, yeah.
All right, in all seriousness, do you guys see a future in the NFL for these two?
Yeah, listen, the window is short after college. You normally get 2 seasons to catch on. I say it's do or die for Cruz.
And Wade, it's been a year now. He hasn't been cut, but it looks like no team in the NFL trusts him to actually take an NFL snap.
That show made him a household name, and he's had training from top talent. Dan Marino, ever heard of him? How about Coach Jack Ford?
And the Cowboys are the ultimate show, and they clearly see something in him. He's going to have to prove himself, but I genuinely think we're going to see him on the field there. I do.
I'm rooting for him.
Now just one of 90 players vying for a roster spot, but the question does remain, guys. Can the long shot continue to defy odds and be one of the Cowboys' final 53?
right, listen. We're going green, right, strong. Slot spider, 2 wide banana. Got it?
Got it, Coach.
Go.
That's what we got, long shot.
Okay, here we go, guys. All right, we're going to go,
Oh, no, that's real good. Coach loves QBs who take their time.
No, I got it. All right, we're going red quads right, slot, spider 2 wide banana.
Is that even a play? Sounds like what I had for breakfast.
Hey, come on, man. You know this is football, right? See it over there? It's the other team. You want to call a play now? Come on.
Okay, hold on,
Hey, say we going past 94, punch X, deep cross.
All right, here we go. Check that. Here we go, guys. Eyes on me. All right, we're going past 94, punch X, deep. Past 94, punch X, deep cross. On two. Ready, break!
Guess we'll see if he knows what that means.
Blue 80. You better be afraid of me. Set. Blue 43. Set. Blue 43. What play was that?
It was past 94, bunch. Then I had the X shallow cross.
We went over this in OTAs already. How you ever gonna beat a real NFL defense? You don't even know what play we're running. Take a seat, son.
Yeah, you lasted longer than me on long shot, but it's real football now, bud.
You keep telling yourself that, Mike.
Telling you.
So.
It's a long shot. I'm a long shot.
Ooh. Oh, hey, man. No more spots tonight. Why don't you try back next week, though?
Yeah, sure. No spots tonight. Same thing. Every time. Shoot. Beat the Bengals. Beat the Bengals.
You have one new message.
Yeah, Colt. Joe King over the Cincinnati Bengals. We all appreciate the many calls and voicemails. And yeah, we had a chance to look at your tape. Right now, we just don't have a place for you. Just keep working, stay in shape. You know, someone's gonna call it. Might even be us, but I just want to be clear that there is no reason to call me or anyone else on the scout team. I don't think I can overstate that enough. Love the enthusiasm. But, again, don't call us, we'll call you. Good luck, Colt.
I didn't even call that much.
Mind if I sit?
Suit yourself.
Come back soon now, Billy.
Oh, okay.
Don't do that. Don't leave.
That must be nice.
I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Oh, come on now. You give up the whole world, play a 2-bit club?
Well, you know what I was doing before this? It's bagging groceries in Addison, Alabama. Singing in the shower on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I know the crowds ain't always the biggest. Sometimes they're downright mean. I miss my daughter like crazy.
Bring out the Brinks truck, I'm young, flying, iced up. 100-yard dash, I had to run my price up. Boss your life up, I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100 up. Hey, you know these checking for me in the DMs, getting for me. I ain't even took a dollar out my pocket and the still shaking for me. And I'm frosted like Tony in the club with the owner. I can walk on water, pop it like, hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. 30, I might go around the two, stacking up, I love how my money counter move. With attitude, I got a attitude, and I dropped out of school. I'm going up, check my vertical. Man, I'm breaking every rule. TMZ harassing me, I got a camera crew. I'm addicted.
Honorable C notes.
Yeah.
Buddha blesses me.
Chill. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swing goes now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't skid. Splash. Think about post now on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Pockets lettuce. Don't think I'm ready. You got that swag. You got that salt, that sell it. Free mind. Cash them out, we bailin'. Saw my teacher, I was the same student fella. Now I got a lawyer. Straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element. Out my element. My the same. Don't need no clout, no fame. No clout. Bought the game. All brand new chain. I swerve the lane. Call the group the gang. Put that this shit give me. Yeah, them boys fool you trying to do it, bring it. Ready? It's times three, this how it go. Park up until we go. Rich straight to the top. I'm waiting. It's like water go to copper. Your money too small, micro. Hunch up on the car, gotta ready.
man. I got my best man. I go to hotels when I step out. Yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs for the. Yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just ain't man. Ball hard, can't face man. Choppers, real wasteland. This what happens when you give it a taste life, then you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a taste life, then the ape man. I live with birds around. Sounds like I see you now. Hey, I'm on your turf again. Ready? One in the hand, one in the
clicking in the connection. Connect the dots with my connect for my protection. Face to face, I place my like a drive-through. Feeling, you know how I do. Push.
I done seen the best of them, yeah, 25 to life in the can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. Talking on the phone, so you can hear them. 7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
Too many to handle business on my own, cause you ain't right, and that's I don't condone. I got homies behind the wall wishing they was home. They got jammed up, kept discussing business on the phone. But Scotty, boy, we 200 bands off them $20 flips. I'm going by myself when it's time to up. That way police don't have a clue when you turn up. I'm dolo when I'm out making different moves. Pull up to the shop just to pick and choose. I'm that, don't get confused, cause even when I'm afraid I didn't lose. Shame.
I done seen the best of them, yeah, 25 to life in the can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. Talking on the phone, so you can hear them. 7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phones.
Hey, hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty want me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, I was by the stove. Big inside this cases one. Do me dirty, I'ma find you lay out on the floor. 19 with him, I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the C and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, so we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting. Now they see me out in public and be known what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up these bands, can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now it's on the data. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop